Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great today. It's a beautiful day outside here in Iowa. I just spent a couple hours out in the garage tinkering and organizing. And I've been thinking about making this video. The subject is paganism a goddess religion? See, I've had some interactions with some people lately, and they are telling me that paganism is a goddess religion. And I strongly disagree with that idea, and they would not answer the questions of where did they get this idea from. They're just saying it is. And so I have also asked a few ladies to do videos about this topic as well, because I think it'd be important for us to get different points of view on this subject and not just the male point of view. Okay, now, the concept of goddess religion, from what I have read and what I've been able to research, basically falls upon Starhawk. She has her series of books. I believe it was The Spiral Dance, that talks about the goddess tradition. And then she has another book, I believe the title was Circle Round, where they talk about the goddess tradition. In fact, if I remember correctly, Circle Round talks about raising kids in a goddess tradition. And so if you are a follower, a believer of Starhawk's mentality, you are probably going to say, yes, paganism is a goddess religion. Now, I'm not trying to tell you that what your beliefs are and what they shouldn't be, and that you're wrong. I'm not going to do that. Okay, you are entitled to follow whatever belief system you want, as long as you don't try to tell other people what they should believe. And I am not trying to tell you what you should believe. What I am trying to do right now is to get you to see different points of view. Okay? So, let's carry on this. Is paganism a goddess religion? And in my opinion, no, it's not. You see, paganism is, on the most part, a large number of polytheists, people that believe in many gods and goddesses, to be exact. I myself, in the pantheon that I follow of Celtic gods and goddesses, I have I would say 11 each that I honor, that I respect. I have actually made 6-inch Celtic god statues out of 4. So I believe in loving them all and loving them all equally. And now if you look at Wicca in particular, in traditional Wicca, they talk about honoring the Lord and the Lady. So that is a god and a goddess. So if you are following traditional Wicca, you can't have it to be a goddess religion, because you are having a male and female aspects. And you're supposed to have balance in this belief system. So if you are saying that you are in a goddess religion, you are probably saying that you are an eclectic. Okay? Now, what do I have to back up my beliefs? Well, I use science. You see, a lot of the people that are saying that it is a goddess religion are also say, well, the earth is a goddess. It's Mother Nature, after all. Yes, it's Mother Nature. That's what a lot of people, including myself, call it. Okay, but it's a misnomer. It is. Because the earth cannot create life on its own. If you want to call the earth a goddess, then you also have to figure out the other half, because a female cannot get impregnated by herself. So where is the male sperm coming from? The sun. Okay, that sun, the star, the source of light and heat, would then have to be considered the male god. And it is also very important, because if you do not have the sun, the earth would be a frozen, lifeless hunk of rock and ice. The sun is important. You cannot just say it doesn't matter. There are people that also say that the sun, because of its distance, is not an active part in raising the children. It is the mother that nurtures everybody. And I disagree with that as well, because if you look at gender roles, even in human society, the fathers are capable of nurturing, loving, and taking care of their children. Okay? There are wonderful fathers out there that, they work 8 hours a day, come home, they'll cook dinner, they help with homework, they do a lot of different things. Just to say that nurturing is a female role is an old-fashioned stereotype. And so I'm going to go off on tangent here. And so part of the problem here with this goddess religion is that it's lost in the 70s and the 80s with the equal rights movements and women's lib and everything, because they are so still mistrusting Christianity, the male dominant belief system of the Abrahamics. And I agree with them that, yes, Christianity, the Abrahamic religions, were unfortunately male-dominated and caused a lot of problems. But then going the opposite and having a female-dominated religion is just as bad. Balance, harmony, equality. Okay? So, if the earth is a mother, it needs a father aspect to create life. But I use science here. Now, if we look at the first life forms upon this planet, they're the microbes. Parameciums, amoebas, single-celled life forms. Okay? What gender were they? They weren't a gender. They were asexual. They reproduce through cellular mitosis, cell division. And so, by this, because I tried my best to remove religion from I tried to remove gender roles from my belief system so that there isn't any conflict. I view the earth as an asexual entity. It has both male and female aspects. If you have to describe it in those concepts, it has both. Because there are places of water, waves, and earth. Look at like Antarctica. I mean, yes, forget that's cold, but we're talking a lot of water and earth right there. Then you have areas like deserts where it's so hot, fire, and air. It's just so dry, lack of moisture. That would be considered male for those who want to divide everything up into either male or female aspects. And so I say that the earth is an asexual entity. It is a divine asexual entity. It is able to create life, all types of life. And again, the sun is important for it to do it. So the sun, which came before the division of genders and life on this planet, is also an asexual entity. And so when you look at it that way, Gender roles don't mean squat, okay? You are to have balance and harmony with the other gender. So, me being an older male, I am supposed to show respect, love, compassion, and all that to women. And I'd hope that women would be able to show the same thing back to me. They are different but equal. Okay? I'm different but equal to women. That is how I view my paganism. And this is how I want to display it and show it to other people, because it gets rid of all the turmoil in the gender roles in paganism, because you have the Dianics out there, Z Budapest, who has this strong, pro-woman view. We got writers like Starhawk. I'll get a review from one of her books. I'll play it up on here. And she focuses on the female aspect, the goddess tradition. And, it's just like the goddess, God, goddess, God. And it should be goddess and God, equal in working together, if you have to have gender roles. But I'm fortunate. I've moved past gender roles in my beliefs. And I believe then, when I look at the earth, it's asexual. It is life. It is life energy, life force. It is not male or female. It is life and all that. Okay? The Greeks are the ones who dissected everything into earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Male, female. They dissected it into their bare components and say that these are the building blocks. I love the Celtic views where, it's the three realms, air, earth, and water. Okay? Women were viewed as equals. They were differences, but they were balanced. Women could inherit property. That could never happen, in other parts of Europe, at that time. And it is this open view that I love and I cherish, and I try to defend. Paganism is very strong towards women, and I have no problems with that, as long as you display some form of balance. But I worry about people who don't have the balance. I try to teach the balance to people, try to open up some eyes and let them think. If they don't want to follow my ideals, my point of view, that's fine. But, I tried. And that's all that matters. So anyway, I'm starting to ramble on, and this video is hitting about 13 minutes. So I want to hear what you have to say. I want to, different points of view. Am I right? Am I wrong? Does my theories have merit? Okay. So I'm going to play that clip now of a review on Starhawk's book. I believe it's Spiral Dance. So everybody, take care. Be at peace.
The 20th anniversary edition of the Spiral Dance celebrates the pivotal role the book has had in bringing goddess worship to the religious forefront. This best-selling classic is both an unparalleled reference on the practices and philosophies of witchcraft and a guide to the life-affirming ways in which readers can turn to the goddess to deepen their sense of personal pride, develop their inner power, and integrate mind, body, and spirit. Starhawk's brilliant, comprehensive overview of the growth, suppression, and modern-day re-emergence of Wicca as a goddess-worshipping religion has left an indelible mark on the feminist spiritual consciousness. In a new introduction, Starhawk reveals the ways in which goddess religion and the practice of ritual have adapted and developed over the last 20 years, and she reflects on the ways in which these changes have influenced and enhanced her original ideas. In the face of an ever-changing world, this invaluable spiritual guidebook is more relevant than ever.